Sunday morning cold, eyes on the score, touchdown dance ball, craving for more. Friends are calling, trades are on fire. Rookies falling, championship desire. Fantasy football fever, chasing the dream. Top of the leaderboard, we're the winning team.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Healers Program, a show that is Dynasty Fantasy Football. I'm your host, Dustin Brown, and with me today is Colten Palmer.
Oh, I'm back amongst the living. I'm back.
Colten is alive.
Contrary to popular belief, I did not die last week. Just had a fever of 104. I made it. I'm back. I'm alive. And none of my family had a good time. Apparently, I was just moaning in my sleep. So I am a big baby when I'm sick. Huge baby.
You just needed more cowbell.
What?
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
You needed more cowbell.
I know. I
have a
don't.
fever.
Oh,
You gotta have more cowbell.
No, I get it. I just wasn't getting the reference. I get it.
Gold records, baby. I sell gold records.
More cowbell.
Speaking of gold records, you can find us at FF Healers and at FF Captain 22 on Twitter X. And hey, Colten, what's this up here?
I don't
What's
know.
that?
What is that?
What is that up there?
Like Blue's Clues.
Oh, it's a
Did we
clue.
just get a letter? It's a clue.
It's a clue. It's a QR code. It's an easy way to find our Spotify podcast. So please don't hesitate. You can stop right now, take a picture. Boop. It'll take you right to Spotify. You can look at all of our podcasts, 1 through, I think this is number 70, Colten. This is our 70th episode.
Wow. God, so far, man. Look at us go. That's impressive.
So please press the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the review button. Colten, welcome back to a living.
Oh, man, I feel so much better. This time last week, I was probably like drenched in sweat from another fever breaking, just in bed, just hanging out, not moving, not functioning. I tried to help my wife. She didn't want my help. She said I was just in the way. So.
You're getting sweat everywhere.
I was disgusting.
Hand. I can't. Your hands all sweaty.
Oh, it was so gross, man. Oh, fevers as an adult, it kicks you in the butt. It sucks. It sucks a lot. I don't recommend.
Not good there, Colten. But now it's time to football, Colten.
Easily the best drop we have.
that it's one of the better ones, that's for sure. There is a football game tonight. It's the 49ers against the LA Rams. And guess what I'm wearing?
You got the Rams shirt on. Oh, yeah.
Got a Rams shirt on. But this is not just any Rams shirt. Oh, you know what? You know what's great about this Rams shirt? The Rams shirt was a St. Louis Rams shirt. And, well, they're in LA now. And there's no reference of St. Louis on here. So it kind of works.
Nice.
Yeah, there you have
it.
Man.
Still, St. Louis.
I went to a Rams and Cardinals football game when I lived out in Arizona, and back then they were on their third string quarterback for the Rams, and they had nothing going for them at all. And my wife was from St. Charles, Missouri area.
Oh yeah, I know St. Charles.
Oh well, let's just get some Rams stuff on, and we'll just go root on the Rams. So that's what we did.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's why I got this shirt.
St. Charles? St. Charles is a nice area.
From the St. Charles, Missouri area.
I think my cousin lives in St. Charles.
Yep.
It's a nice little area.
Shout out to the St. Louis area.
You deserve a team.
They do deserve a team.
Just show up to the games if you guys ever get a team again. My goodness.
We got the Battlehawks, and they have the highest number of fans out of all of the UFL.
I think they're the only ones that have like people actually show up in the UFL. Unfortunately,
They're sold out, I think, every game.
it's wild. Just deprived of some football.
Yep. I think this game's going to be a snooze fest, Colton. And here's why. The 49ers, they're without Brock Purdy, without Juwan Jennings, without George Kittle, without Ayuk, without Pearsall. They're all out. So what does that leave them? Well, it leaves them CMC and Mac Jones. And then you have the Rams, who, I mean, this is going to be all defense and run, is it not?
I've already been watching
One of the fastest Thursday night games ever, because it's just going to be run, 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 run.
I've already watched Kyron just running the ball out. My Blake Corum.
Are you sure it was Kyron or was it Corum?
It was Kyron. It was indeed Kyron. But hopefully Blake Corum gets the chance to showcase his skills tonight and get in and maybe score me some points, because he's my only running back in one of my leagues.
Oh, well, there is a player out of consequence for the Rams, and that's Tyler Higbee, the tight end. He's sitting out tonight. So you know who that gives a chance to?
The Winter Soldier himself.
The Winter Soldier has a chance.
Turdberg.
Although Davis Allen is still ahead of him, and so is Colby Parkinson.
Yeah, he was a healthy scratch actually the last couple of weeks, which is unfortunate.
He has been.
So,
which is okay. Tight ends take time to develop.
That's all right. They spent a second on him. Don't give up. Don't give up hope.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Yeah, that was
Galaxy Quest.
Oh, Galaxy Quest. Yeah.
Galaxy Quest.
Sorry.
Tim Allen.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Yeah, it was a good one. I did like Galaxy Quest.
Speaking of guys that you like, there's some teams that we need to start talking about. You know, there's some teams that are on the upswing, and there's some teams that are on the downswing. There's some. I think you want to talk about quarterbacks. There's quarterbacks that are on the rise, and there's some quarterbacks that are on the decline. And we're already starting to see some of those changes start as early as last week. And you know, on the topic of quarterbacks and teams that are changing, there's been a lot of change for this organization just last week. Some positive and some negative. And we're talking about the New York Giants. The New York Giants have now benched Russell Wilson and have now been starting Jackson Dart under center. Jackson Dart gets his first win, but it costs him. It costs him so much more because Malik Neighbors is now out for the season with a season-ending injury, ACL tear. Devastating.
Yeah, that one hurt. I have Neighbors, and then it was actually a startup. I had Neighbors and CeeDee Lamb. It was a 2-quarterback league, and I decided to go big wide receiver because I like to build my teams around wide receivers, and I have paid the ultimate price with my 2 stud wide receivers are both out, and I think it's time to go for the rebuild already. Well, not the rebuild, but a light rebuild, and start selling off some assets to see if I can look to next year, because with those 2 out, I'm not doing anything. I can't come back from that. It's hard. So.
The Malik Neighbors one was heart crushing because I was in a continuing education course and I didn't even see a notification, and I'm talking with quarterback Zach, and he's telling me about, my Neighbors is out, and I was like, what? Neighbors is out? And he's like, you need to get better notifications. And I'm like, I'm not looking at my notifications. I'm looking at my text messages first. And sure enough, there he was. And it's like, it's a devastating injury. And then it showed up like, we think it's ACL. And I was like, no. And I had him in a few leagues, starting because, who benches Malik Neighbors? He's my favorite wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, the good news for Dynasty is it's early season, so he should come back pretty healthy next year and recovered. They still come back not at 100%, but at least it's not a late season injury to where you're going to be missing a lot of next year as well. But just sucks. But that is the game we play. You got to hold on to them. Don't be selling them for pennies because you're going to get some offers. People are going to be trying to buy them because you need production now. But man, he's just one of those you can't give up because of this. It is just swallow it and take it as it is.
Just hope for the best and hope you don't have to pack your bags already.
Yeah.
It's looking like my thought of Darius Slayton outscoring Travis Hunter is now on the upswing. Darius
It
Slayton was right there with Travis Hunter, and now he's the wide receiver 2 for the Giants.
It very well could be. Travis Hunter has been playing it's like they don't know what to do with him. It's such an odd usage. The good news with Travis Hunter is they didn't play him in the defense in the second half last week. They was strictly offense, but it's just I don't know if they know what to do with them.
They had a lot of cornerback injuries early in the season, and then they were forced to throw him in the cornerback position, and the Jaguars saw him as a better cornerback than a wide receiver. And so in the preseason, when you were getting all these news about, oh, they're just playing him at the wide receiver position, well, that's the position he needed the most help in, and that's why he was doing the most practices in that wide receiver position versus the cornerback position. So they know how they're playing. I mean, the Jaguars' defense in fantasy football has been scoring you points, but unfortunately, in most fantasy leagues, that's not going to score you any points on your fantasy roster.
Well, their offense isn't scoring a lot. Brian Thomas Jr. has been a huge disappointment so far. You know, ending last year the way he did, everyone thought he's going to walk in and be the superstar, and he just has not been getting it done. The offense has been looking terrible, except for Etienne. Etienne's resurfaced and has been able to revitalize his dynasty career. I don't know how the Jaguars ever felt about him, but I mean, in Dynasty, he was looked so down upon. Everyone was like, get Bashaw Tootin because Etienne is 3 steps out the door already. But, I mean, he's really revitalized his Dynasty value. So if you hung on, awesome. If you bought low, even better. But yeah, just an odd year so far for that passing game there in Jacksonville.
Yeah. So what would you say is, well, in Jacksonville, 3-1. I mean, they're doing something right.
No. It's Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
did you see him get into a fight? He's trying to fight at the end of the game.
I did hear that he got in a fight and he had an apology afterwards.
It's so stupid. It's like the weakest thing ever too. It's like hold me back, guys. Hold me back. I'm gonna fight this guy.
Come on, hold me, guys.
Yeah, that's precisely what it is.
Is nobody holding me?
But stop holding me. I want to get in there.
I don't know what to think about the Jaguars, but you know what? They're competing in their division. I mean, them and the Colts, they're both 3-1. The Texans look awful. Talk about a team that's in a spiral. Like right now, what are they doing? How do you trust anybody on the Texans as far as like starting them?
I mean, you start Nico because he's Nico and he's a dog, but man,
he hasn't been putting up the points either.
He hasn't, but you don't want to miss out on the week that he does because he can eventually just go off. But
that's the scary part. If you have BTJ, you're doing the same thing.
It's so hard. This has been such a weird fantasy season already, and I know we say this every year, but the stars that you are expecting to just blow up and be incredible have just not been getting it done. Brian Thomas Jr., Jamar Chase. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's injured. Nico Collins isn't putting it up. You got Puka Nacua that's taking the field by storm, and that's about it, man. Justin Jefferson has had disappointment. I mean, it's been a wild year so far for wide receiver. Ladd McConkey, disappointing. It's just been incredible.
Let's go to the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers have a lot of things that have been going on this year. First off, they start the season Rashawn Slater out on their offensive line. They moved Joe Alt to the left tackle. Now he's injured. He's going to be out a couple weeks. Najee Harris, he blew his eye out. Now he doesn't have an AC. Now he doesn't have an Achilles. And QJ, he's just metamorphosized into a receiver that can actually catch the ball down the field on the boundary.
Trade for QJ. I think it's legit. Where are you at? I'm with it. I'm in. I
heard this on a podcast that somebody said, hey, I traded 2 seconds for QJ, and they could see him as the quarterback 13, like even later on this year. So he's a high upside wide receiver too. And on a team that's throwing the ball, on a team that's going to have to continue to throw the ball in their division, Keenan Allen, he's been big buddies with Herbert, and Ladd McConkey, he's the odd man out. But if there is a positive with any of the line problems, I think it's going to force Herbert to have to throw the ball more quickly, shorter passes, less out into the boundary because he's not going to have the opportunities to throw the ball because he's not going to have the blockers in front of him. I think this week is a Ladd McConkey week.
All right.
I'm starting Ladd McConkey over Devontae Adams this week.
I'm starting Ladd McConkey still because at any point he can go out and catch 7-8 balls a game, and go for 70 yards, and then you're just leaving that. You don't bench a star like that because he's still very good. He's always open. He's getting open. That's not the problem. It's just the fact that there's more options now. But you know what could possibly be right is my bold take on Omari and Hampton. My man. Oh my God, he looks so good. Yep. I would do anything to have him on my team right now, and his value is just going up and up and up. Honestly.
He's getting all the touches in the backfield, all of them.
There's no one to stop him now with Najee down, and I said
not even Vidal.
I said this was going to happen towards the end of the year. I hate you. I said this was going to happen towards the end of the year, but with Najee's tearing his Achilles, I mean, it's just coming on early in the front, and I think it's just going to continue on. And like I said, he could easily be RB1 at the beginning of the season next year.
Yep. So Aronde Gadsden is starting to get a little bit of run with the starters, but now with Joe Alt going down, I think I'm not going to be surprised if Tyler Conklin actually gets a few more reps and snaps because they're going to have to put somebody more onto the line. And Tyler Conklin, I mean, he's a big blocker. I mean, former Viking. I mean, he's going to be that guy that's just Mr. Stoic, holding the line up and saying, go ahead, Herbert, throw the ball down the field to QJ. He'll catch it in for the end zone.
Is that your Stoic voice with the hair?
I guess.
Was that,
I mean, that's the Viking hair just kind of swishing out of his face.
Was he an old Viking?
Yeah, Tyler Conklin was.
Oh,
then he went to the Jets.
I only remember him on the Jets.
Yep. Yeah, former Viking. I really liked him as a Minnesota Viking. He was a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to talk about that Viking tight end. Makes me sad.
All right, I mean, go for it. I mean, let's just transition to the Vikings. Let's just put a dagger into my soul based on what we saw last week. We saw the Minnesota Vikings play their first game in Ireland. They are now the only team in the NFL that has lost a game in Ireland. The Minnesota Vikings have been defeated by none other than Aaron Rodgers himself and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, the first quarterback ever to throw a touchdown in Ireland. I mean, there's just so much salt on the wound in this one here, Colten. Please save me. Is there anything good that comes out of this?
It looked ugly, man. It was brutal. Wentz was just getting destroyed. He looked like classic Wentz. Wentz has always had this problem where he's held the ball too long. He doesn't see the pressure. He gets taken to sacks. This is why teams keep moving on from him. This is what he was like in Indy. Hangs on the ball, looking around, sacked. Hangs on the ball, looking around, sacked. I mean, it's just this has been his whole career, and I know he's got that veteran presence, and this is the Vikings needed to honestly go to their backup because of the J.J. McCarthy injury. But, man, it's bring back J.J. at this point. That didn't look pretty, but I'd rather watch J.J. than Wentz because he was brutal, man. They couldn't get anything done.
Max Brosmer?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Winston, please?
Jameis. Oh, I would love to watch. I actually went in so many leagues this week to pick up Jameis. I have him in so many.
I ended up going with John Tucker because I thought that he'd get more action here, but Jameis Winston was my backup, and I would have got him if I didn't get Sean Tucker because I had a $1 bid, and I think you had 0 bid on Winston in the Wizarding World. And I was going to say, those sons of bitches, those fantasy healers are taking all the good players off of the waivers. And there you are picking up Jameis Winston. I ended up seeing that the Bengals, yes, that's right. The Cincinnati Bengals have interest in Jameis Winston.
As soon as I
if
saw
that happens, that is going to be spicy.
I mean, honestly, the problem with Jameis, though, is going to be to go into the Bengals.
They
he has
don't.
no time. He has no time.
There
He's
is
gonna
no
get
time.
he's gonna get murdered. I mean, they're
Jake Browning
lying.
is a good quarterback. He's a good backup quarterback, but their offensive line is nothing.
So the problem with the Bengals, though, too, I'm gonna say is look at their schedule. They're just been beat up these last few weeks, and I mean beat up and bloodied. And they take on
Yes.
the Lions this week, so it's not any prettier. But following this week, it does ease up on them a little. I'm not saying all problems are going to be solved and they're going to be just fine now, but it does at least get better. I mean, they got Green Bay still, but then they go to Pitts, the Jets, Chicago, back to Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh manhandled the Vikings, but it's not going through the
They
ringer.
didn't handle us, Colton. They beat us by what? I don't even know what the end score was, to be honest, because I didn't get a chance to watch it. But we lost by between 1 and 3 points.
Oh, I mean, it was close, but it looked like the
Yeah.
Steelers were in control to me. It looked
We didn't get dominated,
manhandled. There's a difference.
manhandled, whatever.
There's a difference.
We didn't get handled by a man.
But yes, poor Jake Browning, man. I feel bad. I do. Jameis, though. Jameis is where it's at.
That was a great pickup.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Xavier Worthy's back with Kansas City. Kansas City looked like they're back on track, and boy, did they ever get back on track. They were playing the Ravens this past weekend, and looked like Lamar Jackson. It appeared to me that he kind of took himself out of the game more than anything, but yet news and speculation says that he's going to be out for maybe 2 games with a hamstring.
Well, 2 games, and then also who's to say he doesn't stay out a little longer because they have the bye week in a couple of weeks. So if he misses 2 games, it's what's 1 more week, and then they have bye. So there is a possibility we see him sitting out a little bit longer than what is to be expected. Unless there is a possibility they rush him back because they're staring down 1 and 3 right now. And Baltimore does not like to be 1 and 3. They don't want to be fighting the uphill battle to try to make the playoffs again. So, if they're staring
in their division, though, Colton,
they're staring down the barrel of 1 and 5, though. If they lose these next 2 games without Lamar, they're staring down 1 and 5. I mean, you got to say get in there. I don't care.
They're going to get back on track this week.
With Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush is a good quarterback. He's a good backup.
Well, then I think we know the answer to your pre-podcast question.
I don't think they're going to have to run the ball. I don't think they're going to throw the ball that much against Houston.
I mean,
I think they're going to be running the ball. They're going to be running it with Henry, and they're going to be running it with Justice Hill.
Who's sitting on my bench with 40 points.
I may have to put a poll up and say, hey, but if I put a poll up, then people are going to know, and they're going to pick him up in my Guillotine League. And so in the Guillotine League, I have Lamar Jackson as my quarterback. And instead of putting any real fab down for Tua without a Tyreek Hill, which we haven't got to yet, I decided to just I'll see if I can get him on the cheap and get Tua. But instead, nope, he goes. So I end up having to go with maybe Carson Wentz this week against the Browns in London. Although the Vikings play well in London, I don't think we've lost a game in London. You may have to stat check me on that one. And then, or it's like, Dylan Gabriel for the Browns against the Vikings. No, thank you. And then we also could pick Cooper Rush, who's playing against the Texans. But, you got Carson Wentz that's projected 16 points, or you got Cooper Rush that's projected like 11 against Houston.
You are, in fact, correct. The Vikings have never lost a game in London. 2013.
You know what?
Beat
Once
the
they go
Steelers.
to London, they conquer. The Vikings conquer in England.
2013, they beat the Steelers. 2017, beat the Browns. 2022, beat the Saints. 24, beat the Jets. So
There you go,
fifth
Colton.
matchup against the Browns.
Here's what I could see happen, and it might not just be that Wentz is just playing unbelievable against this really, really stout defense, a defense that can stop you on the run and that can stop you on the pass, but they're starting a rookie quarterback in Dylan Gabriel. And we also have a good defense.
Hmm.
And I could see them having some miscommunications with Dylan Gabriel. And next thing you know, we're in good field position. And, it only takes a couple balls to be thrown into the end zone, and poof, you got yourself some points there, Colten, with Wentz.
I sure hope so. I sure hope Hawk finally gets his head on straight. And
There's no guarantee with Hawkinson. He's now the number 3 target, number 4 if you don't count the running back position, because guess who's back? Addison. Addison is back.
Yeah, but Jordan Mason doesn't catch many balls. He's not like the main
Jordan Mason
star.
doesn't.
Are you talking about Xavier Scott?
Yes, Xavier Scott.
Oh,
He's good.
Oh my gosh, he's in the 3rd year, and I didn't even know his name.
He's good.
Didn't
You know
even know
what?
his name.
I think Aaron Jones is going to find a hard time back in our running back position. Aaron Jones has looked pathetic this year, and you know who's looked really good? Xavier Scott. I'm going to say it right now. Xavier Scott.
It's one game. We'll see.
Let's say it again. Xavier Scott.
We'll see.
Preseason was good too.
I want to give you an update real quick. The Rams are trailing 0-14. By the way.
What?
Wild. Yeah. The 49ers.
Can you repeat that, Colten? My ears.
The 49ers are up 14-0 with 12:51 to go in the second. I don't know. But Kyle Shanahan is a magician. It's literally Sean McVay cannot beat Shanahan. I don't understand. It's like
Shanahan did want Mac Jones drafted in round 1.
He did. You're not wrong.
He doesn't need any weapons. He's showing that he can beat the Rams with just Mac Jones. Just Mac Jones.
My goodness.
Mac Jones. Well, and CMC, of course. I'm sure it has nothing to do with CMC. I'm sure there's nothing to do with CMC.
Wait a second. Is that CMC at quarterback too? Oh my gosh, the man could do it all.
We saw that before, Colten, and that didn't work out well.
Oh, did it?
A couple years ago when Brock Purdy hurt his elbow in, I think it was a championship game against the Eagles.
They did the Wildcat.
Yeah, and they put CMC back there, and it was not good. Not good, Colten.
Maybe he's practicing.
CMC is good, but not that good. Not quarterback good. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I looked down for a second. I'm like, what? It's 14-0. It's insane.
That's unbelievable. You know what else is unbelievable, Colten? The Giants. They tried out yesterday, which I haven't heard anything positive, negative, or the other. Do you know which wide receiver tried out for the Giants yesterday? It's a name from the past.
Antonio Brown.
Not that far.
Oh.
Well, it might be a little that farther, actually. Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs tried out for the Giants last Wednesday.
Is he on parole?
He's no longer in jail, is my understanding.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought he's still. I heard some rumors.
I thought it was interesting. I don't think he's going to
return.
ever sign with another team, mind you. But I just thought, wow, that's a name from the past.
Yeah, I heard that he could make a return, but I didn't think it was until next year.
Apparently, he was trying out with the Giants here.
Wild. That is interesting. That is very interesting.
So we probably need to talk about another speedster in Tyreek Hill. That looked absolutely awful with his knee. What the laugh? What the transition?
Yeah.
I mean, it works multiple ways.
It was great.
I was. It's a double entendre. Double entendre.
Oh, that was fantastic. Sorry. Yeah, the knee was absolutely. I was not watching that game though. That was the game I did not get to watch, and I just got to I get a text from my brother, who I'm in a couple dynasty leagues with now.
Let's hear it.
And he just goes, "You've got to be kidding me." His team has just gone downhill more and more. Aaron Jones injured, Tyreek Hill career over, and these are the players he has on his team, and like they're all old. And he's like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do." I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you." AJ Brown is on his team, who's not doing anything.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And then he's going on Twitter and he's running his mouth about X, Y, and Z, and then he had to apologize also. I mean, he's going to find himself off the team here soon.
I hope he does. I hope he does. Let me
So
know
are you saying go
before.
get Jahan Dotson?
No, I'm saying I want a wide receiver that's going to run his mouth to get more targets.
Oh,
That's
do you
what
think
I
he's got
want.
the squeaky wheel narrative?
Yes, he
Okay.
does. Because
Squeaky wheel man?
they do need him. Because at some point they're going to not be able to run the ball with Saquon. Saquon is going to lose his legs if they keep pounding him like this. Like something's going to happen, or there's going to be a game script where they're going to have to throw the ball. And if AJ Brown isn't there, you got Devonta Smith, who I believe in and is a fantastic wide receiver. He's not a wide receiver one that can do things that AJ Brown does. So if they're going to piss him off like that and get him off the team, I think they're just shooting themselves in the foot. So they need to make him happy. They need to get him some targets, and honestly, get the dust off the wheels. My goodness,
Get the dust off? Are you going to start singing it?
There's
Take the dust off.
there's 4 weeks we are in, and he has like 9 catches on the season. I mean, it's stupid. Like
Reading that damn book on the sidelines.
Get that ball to that man, get the dust off of him, let him work. Like even if you don't need to throw it, just throw the ball, let him do his magic. I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. I saw squeak the wheel, AJ Brown. I have no shares. Oh, actually, I do in a redraft, but I have no shares in Dynasty. But man, he just needs to get it going. I don't get it.
In our original league, my team is still that team. Injury, 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 and I'm down to like my last 2 wide receivers right now. Thank God it's a 2 wide receiver team league build, because I'm down to Cortland Sutton and AJ Brown to start, because Godwin out, Mike Evans out, CeeDee Lamb out. It was just like one after another. Lamar Jackson out. Just like, how many more people do I need to lose on this team? I'm just barely squeaking by.
It is
Just barely squeaking by, Colton.
It's tough out there right now, man.
Yeah, you know what isn't tough though? It's not tough for a tight end that has retired, went to rap, unretired, and that is now back with the Miami Dolphins, just getting touchdown after touchdown. We're talking about,
in life, it's hard to love. It's hard.
I had to have the owl meme on there. I had to put an owl meme. No one appreciated it, but I had to put the owl right after I picked him up on the waivers. It was perfect.
I don't know if you ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street, but I always think of the scene with Margot Robbie. Just, what are you, an owl, Jordan? Such a good scene. If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie.
Yeah, I've seen it once. I didn't see it any more than that. I thought it was an overrated movie when I saw it. I'm sorry for those out there that love The Wolf of Wall Street. It just wasn't my type of movie.
It's a long movie, man.
And that might be part of it.
It does drag on, I'm not going to lie.
Yep. Speaking of dragging on, the James Conner, who now you thought goes down, and now you thought that maybe you had a running back in Trey Benson, and then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, just whoop, IR. You're like, what just happened? We're not playing a game right now. Benson, he's gone. Gone from your roster. He didn't look good.
He looked good.
Benson did not look good. Did you watch that game against the Seahawks? He looked terrible.
I don't think he looked terrible. I thought he looked good.
Did not look good.
Not good.
And the Seahawks defense looks good. The Seahawks defense looks good. But Trey Benson, they didn't look good. He was splitting time with DeMarcado.
Because Trey Benson
he's getting jumped on the roster
I'm furious about that.
by a practice squad player and a former 4th round running back that was previously drafted by the Jets that's now on the Cardinals, Michael Carter.
Yeah, to speak of the Trey Benson, he's not been one to catch balls. So that is Amari DiMarcado's role. That's what he does. He's like their 3rd down, what he's staying in. After I went out and picked up a whole bunch of Amari DiMarcado, because I'm like, well, I got the Trey Benson news pretty much right away because I had him in a couple of leagues. So I'm like, he's on IR. I better go get DiMarcado. And then it comes out that they're like, oh, yeah, actually, Michael Carter could be the guy. Well, if Michael Carter's the guy, why didn't you have Michael Carter on the team rather than DeMarcado?
Yeah. Well, I talked about it last week.
They're a
I talked about it last
franchise.
week after
Poverty
James
franchise.
Conner went down. I said, now's the time to get Michael Carter and don't forget about Bam Knight. Also, a previous Jet running back.
Poverty franchise.
Yeah. I had Bam Knight for a day, and then once the Thursday night game was over and there was no Bam Knight sighting, I was like, boop, drop. And then all of a sudden the news ended up coming out about Trey Benson just going down just randomly. I was like, what just happened here?
It really
I'm like,
did.
oh, do I want to
like,
pick up Bam or not? And I'm like, well, my roster's kind of full now.
Well, it came out, and they're like, oh,
Rush instead.
Oh, Trey Benson's like day to day. We'll keep an eye on it, let you know. And then next thing you know, bam, IR. I'm like,
Bam Knight? Is that what you're saying? Bam?
I was not expecting. I'm not interested.
Were you going Bam?
Knight. I'm not doing Bam Knight. Bam.
Bam Knight is a good running back.
Well, obviously not that good.
Michael Carter is too. I was surprised he was still on this practice squad.
I'm not. He's had his chances.
He had a good season when he was with the Jets, and then he just kind of floated around a little bit.
That sounds like a not so good running back.
Just sounds like a guy that couldn't get on the field when he has an elite talent in front of him in Breece Hall.
Well, I guess we'll
and
find
then they got
out.
Allen, and then he became expendable. And then he went to the Cardinals. He had, I think, one good game last year, and then it's kind of sat on the practice squad, waiting for his opportunity. Now is his opportunity, Colton.
We'll see.
Now is the time for
I think
Michael Carter.
I think anyone sucks on that offense, honestly, because man, that's my new enemy is whoever the
Let's hear it, Colton.
Whoever the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals is, you deserve to lose your job. I don't care. I'm going to say it. Terrible.
I think that was somebody. Who was that said that maybe the head coach of the Cardinals was going to be the first coach fired?
It's coming.
Who was that guy?
It was you.
It was me.
I'm looking it up. Because
Gannon, I think, isn't it?
Well, he's the head coach.
That's who I think is going to get fired. I mean, who else is going to be responsible for this team?
Well, I'm just saying the offensive coordinator is garbage. So I need to look who this is. Drew Petzing. You're my enemy. I don't like you. You're bad. Drew Petzing.
Isn't there a coach named your enemy?
That's right. Drew Petzing. That's what we're going to call him.
Yeah. And speaking of a team that needs a quarterback, Cardinals need a quarterback.
I got him on my list.
I mean, there's a little bit more here, but stay tuned. And when we're going to talk about Colton's list of teams that need quarterbacks, and you know what? At some point, we're going to need to get Tier 1 quarterback Zach on here, and you guys can have a discussion and just go back and forth about these quarterbacks that are going to be coming out in 2026 and how they fit into each of the franchises that are going to be early round picks. But I think we also need to talk about Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving is looking like he's not going to play this week. He was seen on the sidelines in a boot and crutches, which means only one thing, Colton. We're probably not going to be seeing Bucky Irving this week, and we're going to be seeing one of your favorite running backs, Sean Tucker, and Rashad White.
I thought you were going to say Rashad White. I was like, I do like Rashad White, man.
I know you don't like Sean Tucker. You're always like, oh, he's just a hype guy.
He is. He just gets hyped up every summer.
He had one game last year that he started, and he was the running back one that week. Yeah. And then, poof, as soon as he came, he's gone.
Thank you for your service, Sean Tucker. Go back to where you belong and the third running back.
Yeah. Well,
Rashad White.
His nickname should be Smoke.
God.
Once he's here, once he's gone.
You see him? Now you don't.
I'm trying to catch smoke with your bare hands.
Well, because Rashad White, I know you didn't get to watch much of the games last week, but Rashad White had some awesome carries. He was efficient. He looked good. And actually, Bucky was kind of struggling just a little bit on a couple of the runs I saw. And then Rashad White just brought some life back to the running game. He was able to switch it up. He was kind of the change of pace guy, but they both looked fantastic. I mean, Bucky finished with over 100 yards still, and still looked fantastic as Bucky. It was just a couple of stuffs that I happened to see, and then Rashad White broke off a couple big plays. But Rashad White had some good plays. He is a good running back.
Juice.
He's just not every
pass
down guy.
catching running back. He's
Very
not a
good pass
between the
catcher.
tackles runner.
No, if you
And
can
that's
get him
where
in
Sean
open
Tucker comes in.
space.
Sean Tucker can run between the tackles, but not only between the tackles like Bucky. Sean Tucker's fast. Bucky, his profile does not look like a fast running back, but he gets it done. Sean Tucker, he's a speedy guy. And the only reason that he wasn't drafted in the NFL draft was because he had a heart condition. And there's a lot of teams that were concerned about his heart condition. He's 3 years removed from that.
He was projected to be like a first, second round pick, like end of first, maybe early second, and then fell to undrafted. Am I right?
Undrafted because of the heart condition.
Yeah, because of some of the medicals, and so he definitely has it, but man, he just has not been able to. The opportunity he gets, it just seems to fizzle away after he gets it. So I don't hate Sean Tucker. I just think he is absolutely a huge hype guy, and I don't understand.
He is, and
I think he'll have his role.
I love that he has the hype. It's usually in the offseason that he has the hype.
I think he'll have his role with Bucky being injured. I'm not saying he's not going to see the field, but I think they're going to primarily lean on Rachaad White because they have in the past, and they know what Rachaad White can do. They know he can help their team, and they need help right now.
They need help. They have so much problems right now trying to keep any of these guys healthy.
Mike Evans out. Godwin finally looked decent, but he's still
Godwin's still not right yet.
So it's Buka and White. So.
And Shepard was injured, and then now I think he's maybe back and healthy.
Who cares?
He hasn't done anything quite yet.
I don't care.
I mean, Kate Otten, he hasn't done nothing.
No, he hasn't done much.
Nothing.
Man.
I got one more injury, and this one really hurts because he was the most people's tight end 1, maybe tight end 2, and that's Brock Bowers. PCL injury. He's fighting it. He's a Marine out there. He's really just trying to fight through this knee injury. But PCL injuries, they're really tough to rehabilitate. And the PCL is really important to help stabilize the knee, especially when you're trying to make the plays that Bowers is trying to make. And let's face it, the Vegas Raiders aren't playing as well as what maybe you would have thought they could play with Geno Smith. Geno Smith is not looking like the guy that they brought in from Seattle. And I think this basically kind of takes us into our first team that really needs a quarterback.
Well,
maybe as early as next year, Colten. Maybe we're looking at 2027 because the Raiders do need a lot of other pieces. And if you're building the team the right way, you're trying to make that queen chess piece quarterback. You want them to be like that should be the last piece ready. Maybe that's supposed to be the king. Maybe the king's supposed to be the quarterback. The queen piece might be that wide receiver 1. Maybe that's how it works. But nonetheless, you need to get all your other pieces in place before you can say checkmate.
I will bring this up real quick because I know it's just going to infuriate you, and you're gonna say it's because he's a crappy tight end. But there was a tight end last year that was fighting a PCL injury all year long.
I know he's an awful tight end, and it's
Dalton
he's going to be brought up now. Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid was fighting a PCL, and he's looked
What's his
better
excuse this year?
He's looked better. He's the tight end 6 on the year. I mean, you can't say much against it. I mean, those PCL injuries can drag you down. I mean, Dalton Kincaid looked like he was just slow and garbage last year. And now, I mean, it really sees he still doesn't. I'm still not saying he's the greatest tight end. Unfortunately, I really wish I could, but he looks better, and he's actually putting up points
in his third year. And tight ends take time.
It goes to show that this PCL injury is something that's not to be messed with because it's obviously can affect them like a lot. I mean, we're seeing it drag down Brock Bowers. So if you're hearing PCL injury on some of these guys, maybe just kind of temper your expectations because obviously it affects them. I mean, this is just a case study between 2 tight ends, but it's obviously rearing its head and something to be worth noted.
I mean, it can be a pretty serious. It can be a pretty serious injury depending on how much laxity is there from the sprain.
So, just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, that's good. Good point, Colten.
Thank you.
You're making some excellent points today. I will say that.
Just using my big brain.
Well done there. Well done there, sir. Well done.
Anyways, to continue on, yeah, absolutely. The Raiders are easily on my list of a team that's very well could be a team with a brand new quarterback starting next year, whether they go for a veteran or a rookie. But they are a team that is quarterback lacking. Gino's been really good at throwing the ball to the other team so far. 2 interceptions, each game so far.
Yeah, but Colton, doesn't the Raiders have a Super Bowl winning quarterback on their team?
He's the owner.
They have another Super Bowl
Oh.
winning quarterback on the team.
Oh, are you talking about Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett is now healthy, and are we going to see him this year?
I don't think so.
You don't think Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett's going to pop his head out?
No, unless Gino gets hurt. No.
Well, here's the thing: when are they going to say to Bowers, okay, we need to start bowing out for the season, and have him all of a sudden, now we need to start losing games. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Bowers, he's injured. Our team isn't doing anything. Oh, we need to put him on the sideline. And then all of a sudden Myers is like, oh, right before the trade deadline. Oh, look at that. Myers is getting traded away. Now what do they have left? Oh, well, let's just let our rookies just play. Now we're going to see Besh and Thornton and Tucker. And that's going to be the team. And Michael Mayer, maybe he gets a little bit more of a run. And then it's still, Genty, he's doing his thing, but maybe they're offsetting it a little bit more with Lobby and White. Who knows? But I do not. I mean, can you see how this can just kind of unwind here as the season goes on? Like the Raiders, if they're not going anywhere, like what's the point of having Brock Bowers continue to destroy himself when it's a lost season?
This is where both dynasty and real franchises differ greatly. But they get punished by the NFL themselves for tanking and stuff, so they can't.
Is it tanking if there's a player that's injured and they want to preserve his health?
No,
he has a PCL injury, Colton.
I'm not saying that, but they also do have a fan base to keep happy, and no fan base loves to see their team just get dominated and lose week in, week out when they have players. So you still have to keep the fan base happy. You have to keep the NFL happy. But there is a world where it's like, hey, we're gonna maybe rest Bowers. I mean, we've seen it happen with some of the older wide receivers. They're like, oh, you have an injury now. But you don't see him full-blown tank. But, I mean, this is a team that needs a quarterback.
This team, it needs more than a quarterback, Colton. And I honestly do not think they're going for a quarterback in 2026. I think it's going to be more 2027. Because this team, I mean, there's a lot to rebuild here. They have a lot of things that they need to help improve. Offensive line, defense, wide receivers, and then get your chess piece in the quarterback.
This is a team, though, I think that wanted Michael Penix two drafts ago. I thought they were going to take Penix until the Falcons really went and messed everything up. Or, J.J. McCarthy. I think they were going to take one of the two quarterbacks left, and then it fell to them that everyone was gone. They're like, well, crap. Now we're going to take Brock Bowers because he's best available when they had Michael Mayer, who is a very good tight end. But they're just like, well, we just need to take the next best thing. But I think they were fully prepared to take a quarterback until a wrench got thrown into those plans. So I think
what's interesting is either one of those quarterbacks might be available to them in 2027.
J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix?
Either one at this point. Would you not be surprised if either one is available to them in 2027?
You give the guys some more than one game or two games.
Neither one is looking very good right now, Colton, is all I'm trying to say.
You're not wrong. Neither one of them have played well, especially Penix, that we've seen him in more games than McCarthy. But, man, it's been
ugly. The Falcons on your list of teams that need a quarterback?
They are not. They're not on the list.
Not in 2026, but...
Not in 2026, no.
Yeah,
these are teams that could realistically next year. Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it, Colton. Let's see. Who's your next team? Do you have this in order, or...
let's just talk about the team that's playing right now. Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the 49ers.
No, they just signed Purdy. As much as I dislike Purdy, they're going to stick with that guy. But the Rams, I mean, Stafford's starting to age out. And how much realistic is every single year we go into this offseason of Stafford's back, could literally break at any minute. Like, he's had issues. he's not playing as productive as he normally does. He is starting to slow down. He's starting to look old. Now, is that saying he needs to be done? I'm not saying that. But the Rams, they look so good. Their offense, their defense. I think if they had a better quarterback, they would be one of the juggernauts of the league. I think we'd be talking about them as in, man, this team should win the Super Bowl. But I think Stafford is just starting to really slow down, and I could see them saying, "Thank you for your service. It's time for you to retire and us to move on." Or him just saying, "I'm ready to be done."
Talk about a team that could use a guy like Jameis Winston. I mean, a very similar profile to Stafford that just slings the ball in tight windows.
Yeah.
Now, Stafford can control the ball a little bit better than Winston
better.
as far as like the interceptions and that. But, I mean, that would have been a great player to sit behind Stafford over like a Jimmy Garoppolo. And just yesterday, actually, Colten, and I'm not saying this is a great fit at all. I'm not. But I did see that Anthony Richardson was asking to see if he could be traded to the Rams to sit behind Matthew Stafford.
Jeez. It's brutal. Brutal, man. That would be terrible, actually. I don't think that's
It's not even the same style of quarterback at all.
not even the same style, whatsoever. He needs to go to Philly or something.
I don't know where he needs to go.
A place where they don't throw the ball.
As a Vikings fan, I'd be fine actually taking him at this point.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
All you need is Kevin O'Connell to just whisper in his ear and make magic.
That's why.
Does he have red hair by chance? Because supposedly Kevin O'Connell has the highest winning percentage of any coach with having a ginger under center for winning record.
Well, Wentz is about to ruin that.
Well, yeah, it was like 80-some%, and now it's probably like 81%.
Yeah. My next team is the Cleveland Browns. It's surprising because they drafted 2. And so far, they're going to give Dylan Gabriel a chance here. We'll see how he turns out. This was one of my more questionable ones that I put on here, but they got Dylan Gabriel in the 2nd round, Shadur way back in the 5th. Shadur looked pretty good in the preseason in one game and then kind of just poofed. Talk about smoke. He's sitting there as the 3rd backup option again, even with Flacco getting benched.
Yes.
And so I don't know if they don't believe in him, if he's looking worse in practices. I don't know what's going on there, but we could very well see the Cleveland Browns just going and getting another quarterback, or maybe they're keeping Shadur just hidden. I don't know what's happening, but
I would like to see Gabriel get a fair shake.
Yeah,
I liked Gabriel out of.
I'd
Oregon.
like to see both of them get a fair chance just to try.
Yeah. I like that they're starting Gabriel first. He was drafted earlier. Give the guy a chance. It makes a big difference, though. Left-handed thrower versus right-handed thrower. I've heard wide receivers say, the spirals are just different. It's different angles, different velocities, different angles, you name it. It would have been interesting to see, like, Gabriel, if he would have been drafted with, like, the Miami Dolphins, for instance, left-handed quarterback, as far as, like, with Tua, kind of mix and match. But the Browns, they threw a dart at him and in the 3rd round. And
third
round, yeah. They got him in the 3rd round.
I can remember if it was 2nd or 3rd.
And Shadur was in the 5th.
Yeah. My next two teams actually play on Sunday, play against each other, and that's the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers.
We just talked about them, the Dolphins.
Yeah. I mean,
a team that we knew that was going to be just in the toilet going into the season, and now it's just unraveling even that much quicker. Now Tyreek's out.
Tua looks blind out there. He's like Sam Darnold. He's seeing ghosts, man. I didn't know that it was actually Sam Darnold that said that. I thought it was it was him that said it. I'm seeing ghosts out there. I've never seen that video until like last week. I thought people just said it because he like looked terrified. But
he was like 14 when he was drafted by the Jets, and the line was like non-existent at all.
Again,
and he didn't know how to read a defense because he was drafted by the Jets.
Right. But anyways, Miami, Tua just lost, man. He's just not getting it done, and Mike McDaniels could easily be on the way out after them just getting stomped left and right. They keep giving him a chance, and the owner said, Mike McDaniel's not getting fired yet, but if it continues down this path, and I think it's Tua, honestly. I think Tua is a major problem. Same with Carolina. Bryce Young looked good last year at the end of the year. It looked like he was finally starting to figure it out, and this year it looks like he just reverted back to his old ways and just isn't figuring it out, man. So, I know they spent the high draft capital on him, but we could be looking at the Panthers just moving on again from another quarterback because he's not it. So those two are easily up on my list.
Maybe they'll trade quarterbacks.
Just swap them. We'll
Just
give you
swap.
years.
Just a swap. Tua goes to Carolina. Young goes to Miami.
Maybe that's what they need is just fresh area. Who knows? It'd just be bad either way.
Yeah.
Next on my list, easily.
Wait. You're forgetting a guy that did get drafted by Miami. What about Quinn Ewers?
Yeah, terrible. Garbage.
What about a quarterback that was previously drafted by the Jets at, I think, number 2 overall, Zach Wilson? He's also there with Miami. Do you not think that he has a shot to start some games this year?
Maybe to start some games, but he's not a long-term option. I mean, we've seen Zach Wilson be a starter or just be a starter, but also play other places, and he's not a starter. He's a backup. He's going to be a serial backup, and that's just what it is, unfortunately. I don't mind Zach Wilson. He can sling the ball, but that's about all he can do. He's not going to be a long-term option for any teams. He's not.
He looks like a younger version of JJ McCarthy.
I think they're like the same age. No. He's got to be older.
He looks like a younger version. They look like they could be twins. They look like brothers.
Pretty young. He does look pretty young.
They look like brothers.
He got a baby face.
Yeah.
My next team, and this is probably the most obvious team that needs a quarterback, and that's the New Orleans Saints, man. Oh my God. Like of all the teams we haven't
talked about it. Yeah.
Of all the teams we talked about. Oh my gosh. Spencer Rattler is dude,
Tell me about it.
It's brutal. I just having Olave or Rashid Shaheed right now. Oh man. It's brutal because it's just he is not good. Oh man. That franchise just needs to hit the hard reset. And they may not even go for a quarterback next year because they
need so much, and they have still cap space. And they have a quarterback that's coming back in Taysom Hill. He's getting activated supposedly this week.
Oh, I love that. Bring him back.
Too soon. But Rattler, he's not targeting Kamara at all. Kendra Miller, he started to get some touches. So, I mean, there's not really any players that you feel excited about playing. No. Like Olave, he's getting just peppered with targets. But
he is.
The targets are like 5
close
yards
to the
down
line.
the field. They're not throwing the ball down the field at all.
I think his average depth of target is like 5'6".
Isn't doing anything. Even Brandon Cooks can catch a pass. It's like 5 yards in front of him. So he's getting he's getting a couple targets there too.
He had a touchdown last week.
Cook's good?
Brandon Cooks. In 2025, Brandon Cooks had a touchdown.
Wow. Good for him.
I know, right?
I'm not banking on that. The Saints, you hit it right on the head. And is this not a team that is looking at the 101 spot for the NFL draft?
Gee. Very well.
There's a lot of teams that are fighting for that number 1 pick. And the Saints desperately need it. But if they have the number 1 pick, they'd be so much smarter to be trading out of that number 1 pick and trading back to get more assets, and hope that it's a NFL draft rich in value at the top end, and hope that a team of any brand just trades whatever they can to get to the 101 spot.
Collegiate quarterbacks are not looking good right now, from what I've heard. I'm not a college watcher, but I've heard collegiate quarterbacks right now are. Honest. Next team, and this is another poverty franchise. You actually talked about a lot of their past quarterbacks, and that's the New York Jets. My goodness, Justin Fields. We all thought you had it in you. Turns out you don't. You are a glorified running back, my friend.
He signed for 2 years.
I'm sure there's a way out
It
of
was
it.
it was a weak contract. It wasn't that much.
I'm
In
sure they
quarterback
can.
standards. I think what was it like 2 years, 40 million, something like that.
That's wild that he even
For
got that.
yeah, I think it was somewhere around that. Former first round pick for former first round
Yeah, he was like the
quarterback.
12th overall
So
or something.
those first round quarterbacks, first round can really just carry your career. I mean, look at Zach Wilson. Like, he hasn't done anything, and he's still in the league, and he's still making money. Trey Lance, I think he's making $8 million on a 1-year contract for the Chargers right now,
Wild.
just sitting on
From
the
him,
bench.
done nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So these guys, they hang around.
They hang around. I've got 2 more teams on my list, and I'm going to save the most surprising one for last. But my next, as you notice, I do not have. I'll say it right now. I don't have the Colts on the list, which disgusts me. I think they still need a quarterback because Daniel Jones is not a
Nope. Do they,
long-term
Colton? Do they? Do they?
He's not a long-term option. He did finally Daniel Jones last week. Just let the team down at the last minute. That's what he does.
Was it all his fault,
He
Colton?
turned it over. He literally threw it to the other team. Of course it was. Don't bring it up. This one might be. This one
I
might
was
be.
disappointed.
Yeah, it was just he did the classic Daniel
No
Jones.
sound effect this week.
But
Disappointed.
Seattle Seahawks. I like Sam Darnold. I think he's a solid short-term option, but I just don't think I think he's going to be, he's going to be the Fitz magic of the league. I think he's going to go in, he's going to look good, he's going to help your team, but he's not the long-term option. He's just going to be the guy that just
someone compared him to Kirk Cousins.
Or that. I mean, he could get the job done, but he's not. I don't think he's winning you a Super Bowl. I think he's a good Band-Aid for a team that needs to build up other places until they can go and draft a quarterback. So maybe he goes on to Vegas next year or something where they can have him and build up their team otherwise. And
Not for that contract.
But the thing is, I mean, he's just not a long-term option. So they can move on. He's playing fine. This is not me saying that he is a bad quarterback and he's not playing well. It's just the fact that he's not a long-term option at this point. He's all right. He gets the job done, but he's not going to be the long-term option.
I think the Seahawks are accidentally stumbling into wins. They're a franchise that they were starting to sell their assets, and they were just selling them for picks and value and whatever else, and just move on from what was the Russell Wilson era. And they've moved on. And they're winning games, Colton, and they're stumbling their way, and some of that has to do with, their division and the rest of the NFC and their defense. Their defense is going to win them a lot of games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think they're like on the weaker end of needing a quarterback because they could stumble along with Sam Darnold for a year or two and be fine, but
they're stumbling and bumbling. But
yeah.
I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback next year.
No, I don't either. But my final team, who is the long shot, because they are not going to be getting a quarterback because they unfortunately are big dumb doo-doo heads, and that is the Arizona Cardinals. I dislike Kyler Murray. I don't think he's a good quarterback. He cannot read the defense. He can't see the field. I think, Marv has had his issues. I understand that he's not been the best wide receiver, but my goodness, there's like plays where Marv's wide open and Kyler doesn't even throw him the ball. Maybe that's because Marv can't catch. Maybe there is a reason now at this point. I don't know, but that team is all sorts of messed up. And I think Kyler is the heart of it. I think he's a big part of why he is the poisoned heart that is, I think, tearing this team down. I hate him.
Yeah, he's not good. They have Jacoby Brissett.
That's not good either.
No.
But
there's a lot of dysfunctional things that are happening with the Cardinals, and that's why I made my prediction. And it's never great to make predictions about who's going to be fired. These are people. They're their lives. I understand, but in the game that is the NFL, you need to win games, and I just don't think that the Arizona Cardinals are a good team to win games. And it all starts with Kyler Murray. And Kyler Murray, I don't think is a good quarterback.
No,
You said it.
No.
You said it.
we've all said it.
The one stipulation that we have here with Kyler is, is there an out for this guy?
I don't think there. I don't
He
think
got
there is.
paid a ton of money to play Call of Duty all day long and not look at anything. He's looking at blank tapes and saying, "Oh baby, I saw that defense."
I watched the defense. I can't read it, so I don't know what you want me to.
I watched some blank tapes that you gave me, and I definitely watched them, and it showed me all the defensive plays that are coming my way.
Yeah, just not good, and I wish it were better. I really do.
Are we going to end with that, Colton?
Oh, we're ending with that. Drew Petzing, you should be fired. Salute.
That's it.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?